Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Lost Caverns of Ixalan draft here on the channel. We're going to go pick by pick, play by play, talk through everything so you'll know what to do when you draft this format yourself. Let's get started. If you enjoy this sort of thing, let me know in the comments. I'll make more videos like this. Okie doke. Pack one, pick one. This land is awesome. I love the artwork. I love the flavor. And I just think it's an awesome land. But I think we're going to take this Master's Guide mural. Because if you are in blue-white and you get to have this card actually functions as if it's a rare, it feels like. You just make like a 4/4 every turn, which is unbelievable. There is also a Spyglass Siren, which is really good in any blue deck. But I think that blue-green and blue-black are on the weaker side of archetypes. And so it's really like a blue-white card / blue-red card. It's really, really good in blue-red. Like one of the best cards, maybe not one, like almost the best card in blue-red. But if we're going to be blue-white, we'd rather have this card anyway. And I like Dreadmaw's Ire as well. But I think we're just going to start with a Master's Guide mural and then try to wheel the Araska Puzzle Door. And we aren't necessarily committed, but this was the best card in the pack. And so we can just like abandon it. We'll probably just take a Deadweight here. Deadweight is fantastic. Early game interaction is premium, and this is a card I'm happy to take early and play like any number of copies. It also works with the Send stuff. After that, this pack is really bad. Like, there's a Wanderglyph. There's an Idol of the Deep King. And I'm really happy to get a Deadweight. Ooh. Now there's a Cenote Scout. An Earthshaker Dreadmaw. Jade Seed Stones. I'm not the biggest fan of the Seed Stones, because flipping it is really hard. There's not a good black card to follow up Deadweight. There's not a good blue card or white card in this pack. Not the biggest fan of the Guidewing. So I think this is an easy Cenote Scout, just the best card in the pack. So far, we're off to 4 different colors in our first 3 picks. Not ideal. But Scampering Surveyor can fit into any deck and be pretty solid. So we're going to take that. Bartolome would lead us towards white a little bit. White isn't seeming that open. There's a Deathcat Marionette, but we're just going to take a card guaranteed to make the deck. I'm happy about that. Wow, Captain Storm is really good. Really good. There's also an Akawali, which would go with Cenote Scout and Deadweight. And there's like a red card that could go with Captain Storm. It's between Akawali and Captain Storm because they're both the best cards in the pack. I think black-green is more open. Immediately rewarded. Let's go. I'm going to take the Skullcap Snail now. Soul Coil Viper's mediocre, in my opinion. It has some really strong starts, but not like great finishing power, and this card's just a great 2-drop in the deck. And we get another one. The reason I like this card is because when it like you can use it for sacrifice synergies and like actually trigger the cards that care about descending with it. So after our first pick, I think we've been in pretty good shape here. And now we get another chance. Man, I feel like I'm getting a real sense for the cards I'm starting to like. And another chance is one of those cards that like always feels great. Like it helps fill your graveyard. It gets you back 2 great threats. It's instant speed. I don't love Tithing Blade, especially if you ever want to play like, if you're playing like against a snail, it's embarrassing, stuff like that. Some blue cards. I think the Akawali is going to work out. Another chance feels good to cast. Exactly. I don't like the Gore Stalker. I do have the 2 snails to go with it, and like kind of some early drops, but I just don't think the card's very good. I think it's very niche. I think I'd rather have just a second another chance. I think 2 copies is kind of my max, but now I don't have to worry about taking them. We're in great shape. Nice. And now we get a Gnawer. Gnawer is the perfect grindy card for black-green. Just a 2-for-1. Exactly what you want. Gnawer into another chance is a really good flip as well. So you don't really think about which cards are good flips with this. You just basically don't want to have combat tricks if you're trying to discover a lot, because combat tricks play garbage with discover. Because not only do they then, you don't want to cast it, so you just put it in your hand, but then your opponent knows you have a combat trick. So if you're discovering a lot, try to avoid combat tricks. Also, if you're descending a lot, combat tricks aren't the best. So far, 6 creatures, 3 spells. 2 of the spells are this card, which makes me happy. Another one's a deadweight, but deadweight's beautiful in this deck. We're off to a great start. Like, we don't have any rares, but we're in good shape. I've never played this card. I don't think it's very good. We'll take the Seed Stones. Sometimes this is playable. I'm going to put it in the sideboard. And then we'll just take this just so we're not passing cards of our colors to the person next to us. This card's sometimes playable. We can actually take this. If we open a good blue card, we could just play blue-black. It's not like we have overwhelming amounts of green cards. It's mostly the black cards that we've got. Well, this is a good card. Love me some Deep Cavern Bat action. This is a nice one to get back with another chance sometimes, because you like get their last spell and they really struggle to remove it and just plinks them away. Yeah, this is a really, really good card. I also like Waterwind Scout, but So, red did not seem open at all, pack 1. So I'm not going to switch to red for like a Ceratops or a Diamond Pickaxe. Green seems a little bit open in pack 1. We're not going to take Tithing Blade. I just think the card's bad. We don't really want a Screaming Phantom. Or the best mill card would be the 2-drop Death Touch guy. Could take an Axe Jaw. Axe Jaw's all right. I think I've come down on Axe Jaw a little bit though. But it's a 4-drop reasonable card. Okay, I hovered the Cavern Stomper, and then I saw that there was this guy in the pack, which is the best card for black-green, maybe at common. It's so good. 2-drop defensive, great card to buy back, fills your graveyard. Always trades with something. Cavern Stomper I've also come up on. I just like casting this card. It's very satisfying. And Ray to Ruin you can play like 1 copy of, but early Death Touch is so good. Interesting. Uchbenbach. The big great mistake. I have a Cenote Scout, an Akawali. I just don't think I really need win cons in my Descend decks. Like, I can just play this thing. It does the same thing. Just gonna take a Nursery. Kawadi Scavenger is perfect. Honestly, I'm tempted to take the Deathcap Marionette, but I think that the Kawadi Scavenger is better. Watley's Final Strike. Honestly, I keep saying honestly, Echo of Dusk is really good too. But I'm already pretty good in the 2-drop department, and I need more removal, I think. I have Deadweight so far as my only one. And midway through pack 2, you'd expect to have a little bit more. Nice, we get one of these guys. We get another cave. I wouldn't mind a Spike Tail. I think caves are good. I think 2 caves is the sweet spot. Maybe 3 sometimes. But when you have Scampering Surveyor, you really want caves because you can always get your cave. And then you'll almost always have like a decent amount of mana into a cave. So with Surveyor, I'd like to have 2 caves if I have a Surveyor in my deck. I don't know if I can play 3 another chance, but I can try. Screaming Phantom. I just don't really want the Tithing Blade. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 2-drops. Okay, I will take this card. I already have one of the big guy. And I like to have like 5 removal spells. It's not an exact science, but 1, 2, 3 removal spells is fine. Perfect, we got this guy back. Uchbenbach Wield. Bit of a signal that nobody's drafting that color, but... Yes! Yes! Deathcat Marionette came back. What is it, my birthday? This pack went incredibly well. I try not to splash in this format. The fixing is really bad in this format. Like, I have a Scampering Surveyor, but there's, like, very little you can rely on. Braided Net is good, but I'm not going to play it. I think I'm just going to take the land. Pretty bad pack, though. Pretty bad. This is actually the one color combo that you naturally get all 4 types. Dinosaur, Merfolk, Pirate, Vampire. I know I have 1 Merfolk. 3 dinosaurs, 1 Merfolk. Yeah, I'm not going to go for the Pirate, Vampire at all. I'm not going to care. I'm going to take Grasping Shadows. This card's great. I already have a lot of 2-drops, so I don't need that. And I don't need the Malamet Veteran, but this card's really nice because it just gains you a bunch of life. So, like, you play this guy, and then you just play this and you stabilize instantly. Oh my gosh, this card's fantastic. Tarian's Journal is amazing. Easy pickup. Plays great with my snails. I don't really have the synergy pieces that go with it. I have the snails, though. And flipping this is like a legit win con. Don't want this. Creature count's at 14. That's pretty reasonable. Let's just take another one of these. I'm gonna take this guy. Maybe I'll gain some life. So I need to make 1 cut. Probably currently my 3rd another chance. Ooh, love this card. This card's been doing work. Great pickup. I'll play 1 Grasping Shadows, 2 another chances. Creature count is at 15. I have 1, 2, 3 dinos to go with this guy. None of these cards are getting played in my deck. Nice little second top end guy. Now what do I cut? I guess I could cut Tarian's Journal. Because I have the 2 Nether chances. Could cut Screaming Phantom. Malamet Vet. Yeah, Tyrion's Journal is better in other shells, I think. Like, my deck doesn't actually have the sack fodder. I don't have a mycoid. I think I am going to play the spider. Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing, Twitch chat. Reach has felt important to me. Because I often lose to flyers. Journal's tempting. This card's tempting. I might just play that card. Make 3 cuts. I like the 17 lands plus a Rampaging Spiketail and a Scampering Surveyor. Could cut Malamet Veteran. Five dinos. Which would count as 18. Gonna cut the Kin Caller, I think. My removal spells are this card. This card. This card. Can't cut any of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty good in the early game department. I think it's got to come from like some combination of these random cards. I could also probably cut creatures. Like I could cut this guy. I could cut a snail. I like the Cavern Stomper plus Grasping Shadows combo. I'm not currently playing the book. That could change, though. I could cut another chance and play the book instead. But I just don't have stuff to sack to the book. I've got the snail, but I cut the snail. Yeah, let's try it like this. Let's check my colors real quick. Yeah, slightly heavier black. Anyway, I'll see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support my content at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you have been enjoying my videos, if they've been helping you find more success in your draft and have more fun playing Magic, and you would like to show your support, then you can do so via Patreon. It is essentially a way to tip my channel, but it also comes with some cool rewards like access to my card-by-card tier list for Lost Caverns of Ixalan and other cool things like that. I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support at the credits level. And if you're interested in learning more, you can of course find that at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Without further ado, though, let's get to the games. Welcome to round one. Easy keep. I'll play this guy so I can start picking apart their hand. Don't really care about that. Don't really care about that because my guy's going to have Death Touch. I guess I forgot that the card wasn't going to be gone forever. Well, because this card contributes like more towards forcing me to lose the bat. I could have taken Cape Bar because then they don't have a play this turn. Yeah, that was just a mental blunder. Kill that guy. That's what their turn 3 was going to be. It was probably exploring. I don't want them drawing extra lands for no reason. My original plan wasn't to use the dead weight. My original plan was just to play it tapped so I could play the Scampering Surveyor. You're welcome, Tom Bombadil. Glad you've been finding it helpful. Okay. This card is so good. Then I'll play the Grasping Shadows afterwards. Now, every few lands I draw, I just get another free spell out of the deal. Oh, Mooch, thanks so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Wow, they petrified me. I'm so happy. This card is going to keep their guy locked up forever. I guess I did make a good choice there. Wow, just getting a 2-for-1 here. Oh my gosh, glorious day. Playing all my lands because I've got these things, so if I draw another land, I can do that. Beautiful. I hit a creature. It was a bit of a gamble, but I've got plenty of value. Yeah, I can't imagine a sequence of draws that caused me to lose this game. I could have played second Shadows, but I kind of wanted to just keep farming life. Woo! That was clean. My goodness, that was devastation. I feel like I'm really getting the hang of this set, and I'm feeling good because the Arena Open's coming up next week, and that would be great to win. Easy keep. Love my marionettes. I might have to write an ode to the marionette. It might just be one of the best combos. This card is incredible. Death Touch is such a broken ability. It's always been my belief that Death Touch is an incredible ability. It's always been in my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh, Death Touch is so good. One of the very first cards I ever drafted was Typhoid Rats. I remember it vividly. I was like, oh, 1/1 Death Touch for one? This is insane. And then I remember I was building a constructed deck, and I only had, like, 2 Typhoid Rats. This was when I was very, very new in building my decks. I was like, oh, why don't I have enough Typhoid Rats? Just like that, we're descended. The Belligerent, I love it. I'm sure it's not going to end well for me, but I do like that they have it. Belligerent. It's time for the Belligerent. Next turn, I'm going to give someone another chance. Who should it be? Should it be the Cenote Scout, disgraced and forced to leave his homeland in exile? Should it be the Deep Cavern Bat, always looking for a fight? Should it be the Pathfinding Axejaw, good with a flashlight? Or should it be the humble mollusk? How did they get the Quintorius? I don't know how to get it. I went to the store and I couldn't find it. Said it was something like Mastery Pass or something. Well, that's perfect. I'm going to buy that back with another chance. That's the easiest thing ever. They made this trade as if they were, like, trying to get rid of it. Which is why I quickly got it back. So now I have 2 blockers that can kill the Belligerent. Because if they get multiple attacks in with that thing, it's probably over. Okay. Looks like they whiffed. We know what we're getting. And now we have a double block if they do kill the Marionette. We have our 2 Cavern Stompers to start jamming them. If Scavenger dies, we can buy it back with another chance, so we're going to wait for that to happen. They have 1 card in hand. The top card is a spell, because otherwise they would have played it as a land for turn. Gosh, I haven't eaten all day. I think I woke up and started streaming, and now I've been streaming for 5.5 hours. Jeez Louise. No! Curse you, opponent! Oh, they played their land first. Big mistake. Big mistake. So I get to know what's on top. Either a land. Ooh, braided net. Sure. I actually have a little bit of a value engine going with this card and this card. It's kind of annoying. I'll happily play a Nakawali next turn. Then I'll play my card that gains me a bunch of life. Like, they're getting value every turn, but I'm also getting value every turn. Don't need that. Their hand is empty. Perennially. So I will deadweight that. This is going to work out great for me, I think. Yep, gaining 7 is a good feeling. They're going to draw 2 cards here with this. No, 3 cards. But I have 2 guys that are lethal attackers. Cards that can possible to be blocked. Boom! Nice! It was a grindy win, but it was a win just the same. I'm gonna turn this light on. Actually, I'll wait to look into the next lobby before I turn this light on. Oh my goodness. Wow, there's over 125 viewers? My gosh, that's awesome. Ah. Oh, what a hand. We have our hero. Sonoda is a win-win. You either get a 2-2 or... Ooh, that's a great card. Especially against blue-red aggro. My gosh. Yay! Hopefully they have a water wind scout I can take. What? They conceded? They have a galleon, dowsing device, careening minecart. No lands. I guess they could have drawn a land and been totally fine. Just play minecart, try to get this galleon going. I probably would have taken... Honestly, probably would have taken the minecart. Or the Itali. I don't think I would have taken the favor. Because I can just trade with their guy still. That was a ambitious concession. Conceding is an ambitious endeavor sometimes. My gosh. This feels awesome. We've got so many folks here hanging out. So many folks to talk to. If you are watching on YouTube and you want to catch the stream, you can find it at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. Just a pleasant Sunday afternoon stream. Okay, we're going to keep this on the draw. I probably have too much faith in the Cenote Scout, but... Doesn't even need the faith, just hits the swamp naturally. Hey, aimbot, welcome. Great to have you. I'm playing this card so I can Huatli's Final Strike something, potentially. Yikes. I've loved Visage of Dread. It's been so good for me. Oh. So they have an Ancestors 8, eh? I want to deal with the Bakal there. So they can use their combat trick here. And then I will play a Pathfinding Axe Draw, which can stall this guy. And then they'll play this, and I can Huatli's Final Strike it. I don't have it enabled, Craig. That's how it works for me. Sure, I'll keep that. Yeah. I think I don't have it turned on right now, or I had it turned on, but I haven't updated it or something like that. I'll look into it for next time, probably. I agree it does help. Perfect. This is all going according to my plan. I guess the Tendril of the Myco Tyrant will have to die. Let's find a removal spell for that, shall we? Perfect. Absolutely perfect. That is the best answer I have in my deck for that card. And this 1/1 is doing work stopping their menace. Okay, they are exploring. So that does put some pressure on me to attack them. I will oblige. Because if they start getting extra cards every turn, then it's a problem. Let's see what we discover. Sure. So I have 5, 6 mana. Sure. I'm going to do this just so Akawali is guaranteed at his big size. What a draw. Death Touch means he'll trample over. I can buy him back next turn. So that thing flips. They got a little bit of value, but nowhere near mine. This feels like the perfect number 2 and other chances. Ah, the paleontologist. That's problematic. Oh, they messed up. They can't activate this now. Because normally the default is you have 1 mana, but it taps to itself. Perfect. Wally. So they're dead on board now. Because they can't block this. Unless they sack this cave. Yeah, they have to sack the cave. I can also Kawadi Scavenger to get a dead weight, which I will do. Ooh, another win. Do I like black, blue, or green, black to send more? Green, black by a lot. It's not even close. I've had a lot of success with green, black, and the one time I drafted blue, black was so bad that I cast less than 10 spells in the entire draft. Though, to be fair, that was because I got horrifically color screwed and mana screwed. But I was not happy. Gosh, loving this. Kincaller is just a nice, rock-solid body if you can get the life gain a decent amount of the time. Every time I have a Deathcap Marionette on 2, I feel like I can't lose. So there's this thing in Magic the Gathering where there's card evaluation, and then there's like gameplay. Oh, they're on a mold of 5. Yikes. And then there's kind of like gameplay evaluation where you like playing a snail against a mold of 5s, where it's like if a certain card comes into play and you feel like a certain emotion, that's like a sign that you should like keep that card in mind, maybe. Where it's like, oh, every time somebody plays Lannery Storm Cosmium Raider, I feel like I'm going to get completely curb stomped. Oh, I'll maybe prioritize that card. Or, oh, maybe that card's the key to the archetype or something like that. Or, oh, every time I play against these stupid flyers, I feel like I can't possibly win in a million years. That sort of thing. Sure, I'll attack. If they have a cog worker and they kept it on a roll to 5, then kudos to them. But like every time I played Deathcap Marionette, I felt great about it. And like it just extends to certain cards. Like I was low on Grasping Shadows, but then my opponents kept playing it and winning games that they had no business winning. Like, oh, I'm about to win. They play Grasping Shadows. Oh, they're going to gain like 15 life off this. Caverns Sunborn. Dang. That's not ideal. For someone who's new to draft, what's a good advice or common pitfall to avoid? I would say, oh no, make good trades with your cards. Oh gosh, this is a disaster. That was a good hit. I'm gonna lose to their mold of 5, aren't I? Because I lost my Deathcap Marionette. Sad day. Common pitfalls. Oh my god. I don't know why they cast that. They could have just held it in their hand. I'm still thinking of common pitfalls. I'd say getting married to your first pick is a big one. Just not knowing which cards are good is pretty tough to learn, but it's like the most important skill when you're new because like you'll lose games and you won't actually have a chance to improve because it'll be you lost games just because your cards were so much worse. Well, that's unfortunate. That is the weakness of my deck, is I don't have a lot of interaction. Sure, that's pretty bad for me as well. Caparocti was really good for them. If you're going to mold a 5, you might as well mold a 5 in style. Tapping equipment is so sick. So cool. So next turn I'm going to play Deadweight. No, next turn I'm just going to play another Cavern Stomper. Then the turn after that I'm going to play Deadweight. Plus, I think that's going to be good enough. They're crafting, okay. Terrians, okay. I'm still alive. But it's dicey. Next turn I'll be able to gain 7, which is a lot better. I should have known I'd have to play this turn. Then I could shrink that guy. Okay. That guy's not going to be a flyer for a while, I don't think. Oh, they're trying to turn this guy into a flyer, I see. What a hit! I can't believe it, they killed me. Oh my gosh, I mean, a braid would have been good enough. I'm Dobbs. Gosh, I needed to stack my deadweight on top the other way. Oh, man. That was such a close game. Maybe I misplayed it at one point. But I don't think I did. I think the main problem was that they just had their Caparocti that got slightly too big for me. And I didn't draw any of my 3 interaction spells. Not that that's that unlikely, but Caparocti was really good for them, and I wasn't able to get my Death Touchers. I have this guy which can block this guy, hopefully. Don't want to use my valuable removal spell on just a 2/2 flyer. Man, I wonder if they had a counterspell there. That'd be funny. Counter me. I'm ready. I'm out of air. Nope. What do they have? Sure. Arsonist, sure. How greedy do I want to get? I don't think I need to get greedy at all. Like, I could have gone for this mid-combat to ambush their guy, but, like... I just get blown out by their bounce spell, and I just lose. And I'm going to win this game. I have so many resources. I guess maybe I was wrong. Maybe I did need to get greedy. Land. I'm playing this guy. Next turn I'm going to play the Grasping Shadows and hit him for 5. Help stabilize myself. And then hopefully discover something. About myself, that is. The only sort of discovery I care about. Oh my gosh, what the frickety frack? That feels like a bit of cheaty combo-y stuff. That's cheaty combo nonsense right there is what that is. She's gonna combo it again! Oh my gosh, that's so broken! Oh my god! Oh my god, why? Oh, well done. Holy heck, yeah, I can scoop to that. Actually, no, I might not be dead. I go to 2. What if I draw? That's devastation right there. That's just pure, straight and simple. What the hell was just... What the heck was that? That's some malarkey right there. What the heck? Turn my creatures into treasures. Put them on a trophy board right there. That's the sickest combo I've ever seen. The best part is that I then played another blocker. I was like, okay, I can use this guy. But no, it flashes back. He remembered a time he'd killed something else, and he was like, you know, what I liked was when I turned that flyer into... My gosh. I needed to get greedy. Oh my gosh. I was like, there's no possible way I lose this game if I just keep my flyer around. I should have tried to kill his guy at instant speed. Then I would have taken significantly less damage. I would have eaten his tutu. But no. I had to take the conservative, smart line so I don't get blown up by a bounce spell. What? Whoop-de-doo, Nikolai. What a play. My gosh. This rampaging Spiketail is doing major duty here. Okay, I'm just going to cycle my Spiketail here. In case I draw a 3-drop, I'd rather deploy that than care. I don't really care about playing this. Whoop-de-doo! My gosh. Oaken Siren is a big mover up for me. This card's been impressive. No! The clay-piled bricks have arrived! No! I might lose this game. Bricks are so good. The bricks! They're here! Ahoy, bricks! Well, that's a great draw. Gives me something to do next turn while I curve out. I'm curving! We're curving! Woo! Here we go! I'm bashing with this guy, buddy. I don't care if you have a gnome to sacrifice. My pathfinding axe jaw doesn't find the path from the back lines. Finds them from the front. Gosh darn it, they always have their stupid flyers. Charge! I'm going to need to find some interaction. Or, alternatively, one of my cards that gains me like 7 life every time I swing in. So I've got a lot of outs here. Is what I'm saying. Is what I'm saying. Is what I'm saying. I'm hitting them for 10 next turn. Don't think I won't. Just because they're trying to build something. Oh, no. Playing Divination? I'm actually pretty happy they did that. Tinker's Tote. Oh my gosh. The ultimate combo. I am going to attack here. I've got some pretty decent mills here. And I'm going to be playing this guy, which they functionally can't block if they attack with this guy, which is pretty good for me. Let's see what we shall scry. Oh, that's a good one. Don't want that guy, but this one's nice. A little bit of life gain could be helpful. It basically blanks one of their attacks. I'm still going to play this next turn, but then I'll have a good follow-up for the turn after that, maybe. They're not flipping. Interesting. This is the biggest gem guard I've seen in a long time. That's actually perfect. I can't use another chance right now because I'm still trying to fill my graveyard. But Grasping Shadows is great. And I even get to play a Marionette that can block the gem guard. Oh, I could have kept the... Oh no, I could have kept a card on top that I wanted and then tried to jump block the gem guard with my 5/2. Definitely trying to gain maximum life here because I'm terrified. Unfortunately, I can't activate it to make it so they can't block me with their little guys. But if they trade a bunch of little guys for this guy, I am going to be ecstatic. And if I trade the big guy for it, I'm also pretty happy. Oh, they're definitely flipping bricks. They have 2, 5, 2, 6, 8, 10 damage in the air that I can't block. And then they have 5 ground blockers, and I have 5, 6 ground blockers, and I have 6 ground attacks. So I can live at 1. I hope they just alpha strike without counting. Two, 6, 8, 10. I'm going to lose this game. Blue-white has such a good late game. It's really hard to grind against that deck. I'm going to keep them guessing a little bit. They might not attack me. Their flyers don't have the job done, but they have 8 ground attackers, and I only have 5 ground blockers. So they can do that math pretty easily. Gosh, if only they hadn't found Tote. This was an interesting draft. Some of the games felt very unlosable, and then some of the games felt impossible to win. Yep, I will scoop it up as soon as I see them attacking all. Yep, got me. They have so many creatures in play. Jeez Louise. Dang it. Well, 4 and 3, not bad, not bad. We had some good ones. We had some good runs. We started off 3-0 though, so going 4-3 feels a little bit of a letdown. Did we start off 4-0? No, I think we were 3-0, then we lost 1. It's still a pretty good deck. Just rock solid. Nothing too crazy going on. I don't know if I have any rares in the deck. I do not. And when you don't have any rares, going 4 and 3 is just rock solid, you know? I mean, I could have played the Tarian's Journal, but I don't think it would have made a huge difference. I don't think it was very good in my deck, so. Yeah, pretty solid, pretty solid draft. If you didn't make it all the way to the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag safety fungus, because I felt very safe every time we had this fungus in play. So leave that to let me know you made it to the end of the video. As always, you can hit the like button to let me know you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. And I will catch you folks next time.